Let's talk payroll because nothing will mess up your business faster than payroll done wrong. Hey CEO, my name is Nailea and I am your fractional CFO helping you solve everyday CEO problems. And today we're going to tackle payroll. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you if you have a payroll company that you currently use and maybe you think you don't like them. We're going to discuss how to find out if you like them or if you really don't, what they should be doing for you, how often should they be doing it for you, and when's a good time to change if you don't like them or they're not a good fit for your business. Here's how you know if you actually like your payroll company. Number one, they respond quickly, and I'm talking about a few days, right? If you have a problem and they actually give you a solution to your problem and they respond in a timely manner, I would say 2 to 3 days, business days. If they file your taxes on time, and I'm talking about your federal, your state, and your quarterly filings. If you see surprise letters from the IRS, then your payroll company is doing you wrong. And number three, they need to be handling all of your year-end filings. And this includes your W-2 for your employees, your 1099s for your contractors, and your Form 940, which is a federal unemployment tax form, your FUTA form. This is a yearly form that is really important that gets sent to the IRS. So when is a good time to switch payroll companies? Now's the time to start evaluating whether or not they've been doing you right or they've been doing you wrong. So we're talking about the end of the year or the end of a quarter. And now is both, so that works really well. What you want is you want a clean transition. You don't want any mid-year tax confusion, and you want smooth W-2 and 1099 reporting. So if you switch in the middle of the month, this is going to wreak havoc. I have been there. I have seen and done myself a ton of payroll audits from different states and the IRS because things were not transitioned properly and they were done in the middle of a month. A good example of why you need to make sure you transition at the end of a quarter or at the end of the year is your 940 form. This federal unemployment form, what happens is that your payroll company accrues or holds on to the money that is owed with this form until the end of the year and then sends one payment off with that form. Same things happen for your quarterly filings. The money is accrued, held on to by the payroll company, and then they send everything all together on a quarterly basis. So it's really important not to kind of mess with that and allow for the payroll companies to then fix it or decide how to transition from one to the other. They're not going to manage the transition from your old company to the other, right? The old company is going to say, you don't want to pay us anymore? Bye, right? So we want to make sure that you're transitioning and that you're asking the right questions. If you're deciding to get a new payroll company in the middle of the year and you're doing it at the end of a quarter, like you should, you want to make sure you ask, hey, who's going to send the W-2s for the employees for the time that they worked? Who's going to send the 1099s? Where is that information? How is my company B going to get the W-2, the salary information from company A? And is it going to be accurate? Let's make sure that they get all the proper reporting from company A to company B if you're transitioning in the middle of the year. Don't want to scare you off from changing payroll companies if it's really not right for you, but you need to make sure that you ask the questions as to where the information is, because I have seen too many CEOs and employees that are wondering where their W-2s are because they changed payroll companies and no one took the responsibility. No payroll company took the responsibility of sending out those forms. Nailea, do you have a recommendation for a payroll company? My book of business uses Gusto for payroll. I think it's super user-friendly. It automatically files your federal and state payroll taxes. It handles the W-2s, the 1099s. It's great for small to growing businesses, and it's really transparent in its pricing. And I think that's one of my favorite parts, is that I like a lot of transparency in pricing. But let's be real, Gusto is not right for everybody. If you have a lot of employees, maybe like more than 20, you might want to look at something like ADP. There are other payroll companies out there like Heartland. That payroll company will kind of do everything for you and you're very hands-off. There's other companies like Gusto that allows you to process your own payroll with a little bit of hand-holding because they make it very easy. If you are doing this yourself as a CEO and you feel like it's kind of a control thing, I want to urge you to let it go. Ask your accounting team if maybe they have payroll as an option and they'll run your payroll for you for a fee. Let them do it. Somebody else, I am sure, is much more qualified than you to run payroll and keep up with everybody's questions and everyone's demands about what's going on with their paycheck. You have better things to do as a CEO. So if you're unsure about your payroll provider, now is the time to evaluate. Your business deserves clean, compliant, and stress-free payroll. If this video was useful, please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and leave me a comment and tell me what else do you want to talk about. Let's solve your CEO level problems. I'll see you next time.